Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Cookies Enabled. This is another little different one. I'm gonna try to record as much as I can. Gotta keep my eye on the road, obviously, but I followed Andy into work this morning, and this is probably one of the longest trips I've ever made on my OneWheel. I'm going from Petoskey all the way back to Charlevoix, so you stick around. I don't know if we're gonna learn anything new, but it's gonna be fun. So let's see. All right, everybody, this is gonna be fun. All right, so today's trip is gonna be about 15 miles or so. I can only get 10 miles roughly on one charge on my OneWheel, so I am gonna have to stop and charge a few times. And wherever I am, we'll get some nice views. But right now, I just set off from downtown Petoskey, Michigan, and there's a trail that takes you almost to Charlevoix, and then I can cut through some of the neighborhoods and head back. But I'll say the trails are well kept, and it is absolutely gorgeous out here. Most of the trail takes you right along the shore of Lake Michigan right there, and you'll see a lot more as we keep on going. But I mean, just look at this. It's beautiful back here. It's about 50 degrees, so a little chilly. There's a bit of wind coming off of the lake, but it's not that bad at all. I'm just really excited. This is something new. I've always thought eventually of trying to do a full OneWheel trip all the way downstate. That would take an extremely long time and lots of charging. Maybe one day that would be a really cool idea. Obviously don't want to go on any of the major highways, but I could follow the Blue Star Highway all the way down as long as I can find charging points every 10 miles and spend an hour. So yeah, it'd be a really long trip, but we'll see. Anyway, just enjoy the beautiful views here today, and you can see it already. It's absolutely gorgeous out there, so follow along on my little trip. Let's hope that it all goes to plan. All right, so here's the trail, and then here's an issue. Trail's dead, but it's right there, and I think if I can trudge through and get up to the other side, I should be okay. So yeah, we're gonna try this. We're gonna see what happens. Let's see. Good start to the trip. Well, I made it past that one. Yeah, way over there. But if you skirt the tree line, it wasn't that bad. But we still got some trees ahead of us, and I'm hoping the trail isn't completely dead again, because climbing through that isn't a problem, but when you're lugging a 23-pound OneWheel, it makes it a little more difficult. All right, let's keep going. Just look at that view, everybody. Going through a tree. Look at that. And we've got more downlines. Oh, and more washed out areas. Okay, this might be a little harder than I thought. Let's see what we can do. There you go. So more evidence of everything that happened with our ice storm. All of these trees uprooted. All brand new. You can see all the fresh saw cuts. Everything moved off the trail. Told you it was bad up here. But hens, I gotta give see, as you can see, there's so many trees that were downed. All of that's fresh, but you know what? Good job to all of the workers down here, or up here I should say, that worked tirelessly day and night to clear everything from these trails so that they are still accessible to everybody who wants to, including me. It was a weird winter, and I'm loving it. Oh, and there's a woman and her pretty little puppy. Oh, oh. Hello. Yep, just said hi to a puppy. I love the puppies. Yeah, isn't that just beautiful? That's just wonderful. All right, everyone, so I'm at my first charging station. I really didn't go too far. I probably still have a good 75% battery, but figured it's a good stop. That way I can get closer into town, make sure I got another spot to charge up for the rest of the way. It is only 15 miles. I think I probably went about 2.5. So if I can get into downtown Charlevoix in one charge, that should be good. And then hang out there for a little while until I have enough to get home. But this is East Park, just outside Petoskey, and look at that view. Hopefully from here we won't have any more parts of the trail that have fallen apart, so we'll see what happens. But again, you really can't beat that view. Welcome to northern Michigan, folks. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm gonna sit tight just maybe like 10-15 minutes, let it charge up to full, and then we're gonna be back on our way. I hope the family's doing good. Hope you guys survived all of the crazy weather. I heard it got a little messy downstate. You know, my parents were without power for a few days. That sucked. We had that ice storm last month and we were out for 5. That sucked balls. And there's my trail. And I missed it, and I'm gonna get run over by a truck. Please don't run over me, Mr. Truck. There we go. There's my trailhead. And here we go. Oh, no motor vehicles. I don't think this counts. It's electric. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep this running for a little while, everybody. I am going to be doing a YouTube video for our channel, Cookies Enabled, if anybody is following that. And if you're not, you should definitely subscribe to the channel. And I thought I could do a live video, which works well. And then afterward, I can just pull the video off of Facebook, edit it, and put it into the main one. So I'm just going to keep this going so I can talk to all of you wonderful people. But, yep, the trail goes right past US 31 right there, and construction. Now, we put this up. I don't think I'll let my truck. I'm not going to be able to that's the case. I feel really bad for them. That's not going to end well. Oh, this is definitely better than earlier in my trip. I had to lug this thing downhill and back up with the trail washed out. Oh, this thing is heavy. We have to carry it so far. Jesus. I would like more multi-million-dollar condos. That's what we need up here. Screw affordable housing. Yep, 24 luxury condos. Because that's what we need up here in Michigan. At the same time, I do like watching those things get. Yeah, I'll message you, don't worry. I'll either message you from home or from my room in the hospital. We'll find out which. Just a joke, don't worry. Oh, come on. Come on, baby girl. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'll definitely message you, don't worry. Andy's the same way. He's at work like, you be careful, don't ride on the highway. Like, dude, I'm almost 40. I have over 6,000 miles on this. I've only fallen twice. Now that I say that, I'm probably going to fall on this trip, but it's like, I'll be okay. I know what I'm doing. And there's the first big bump. Oh, and people. Hi, people. Wee. Woo. Behind you. Hi there. It is really beautiful out here, people. That's absolutely gorgeous. Can't really see Lake Michigan yet. It's way, way, way back there, but behind all of the other big-ass houses. Or as I like to call them, McMansions. But so far, I'm glad I got a few people that popped in to say hi. Oh, and there's mowers. Oh, good God. Oh. Woo. That's a big one. Actually making pretty good time, I think. Bay Harbor, that's not too far. There's a gas station coming up, probably gonna stop there. And ooh, little heavy of a curve for me. I'm a little guy. And back we go. Yay! Alright guys, gonna pause for a few. I'm stopping into the gas station, but I will be back and running shortly. Well, this is a nice, fun, bumpy bit. This little, I'm sure you can hear it. It's a wooden trail along some of the, I don't know what you call it, marshland, wetland, whatever. But they have it built over that, and yeah. A little bumpy, but it's beautiful still. We're almost to the American. Don't have to stop there, but I probably will stop up maybe on the north side somewhere, charge up for the last little bit to get home. But all in all, been a successful trip so far. Definitely well worth waking up early and going in on one of my days off. I am enjoying this immensely. So yeah, bumpy road. Let's have fun. All right, so we're coming up on a little high spot here. Cute little bridge crossing over. I don't know what is here, but oh, you know what? Let's stop and see. I believe at one point this was a train bridge, as you can tell. Some really kind of reminds me of Ann Arbor with some of the graffiti. But look at that. That is gorgeous. Just gonna walk through a little bit and we'll check out the road underneath. Just live. That's a good way to go. I should have brought some spray paint. Maybe I'm gonna have to do that next time. We are crossing right around right over US 31 still. You can see it there. And there's a beautiful view. Look at that. That trail right down there is where I'm going to be in just a moment. So we'll get some nice views along the lake shore again. Yeah, so far this has been a fun little trip. I mean, I've been in a car going down here multiple times. But it's really nice when you can see it from a completely different perspective. Yeah, there you go. Old train bridge. Yay. All right, I'm back. Had a quick lunch. Stopped over here, checked out an old train bridge. That's crossing 31. I've got about 31% battery, so I'm hoping I can make it close enough to town to find somewhere to charge. There's the American, I guess you would call it. Hopefully they'll let me sit in their lobby and charge for a little while. We'll see. I don't think there'll be a problem with it. But I think I got about 3 miles of range. And I don't think it's that far, so I'm crossing my fingers. We'll see. Might have to park myself outside a gas station and just plug into the side. There's got to be somewhere with an outlet. That's all that I care. But I'll keep the video rolling in case anybody pops in, wants to say hi. This is fun. If I get stranded, I'll just call somebody and have them pick me up. But my goal is to make it without any help. See, this is why a trip from up here all the way downstate would be rather difficult. Because if you don't have any support and you're relying on just waiting for an electrical outlet, you could be rather physicked. But we'll see. So I'll just keep it going. Anybody watching, pop in, say hi in the comments. I said I'm going to be putting a good chunk of this footage into my video that I'm doing for our YouTube channel, Cookies Enabled, please like and subscribe. Shameless plug. But it's something different. It's something I've never done before. I mean, I've said before, I've taken this wheel everywhere. I've went from my parents' house in Kalamazoo all the way down towards Portage, towards the mall. And you can make it a good ways. The last time that I was in Kalamazoo, well, the last time that I rode my wheel in Kalamazoo that far, it was to go and meet some of my old teachers for a reunion. And so I rode it all the way down Westnedge, and then realized that the place we were supposed to meet was not on Westnedge. It was actually on Portage Street, and I was on the wrong side of town. So luckily I left early, so I had to park at I think it was a Chili's, had a beer, charged it, and then rode the rest of the way. So things happen, but I mean, look at that view. Isn't that beautiful? Hey, Cody, what's up, dude? I miss you. You gotta come back up here, man. Gotta come and visit. Yeah, Cody, I've been riding this wheel from Petoskey, from the Walgreens where Andy works, all the way back into Charlevoix. And I'm hoping I have enough battery to make it back. I'm trying to find a spot to recharge. Any plugs here? No plugs. Hope you're doing well, man. Like I said, miss you. Things are going pretty good up here. Where are you at these days? Oh, I swallowed a bug. Oh, that. Ooh, a little bumpy. Little bumpy. Woo! I think there's a park coming up. Maybe there's a charging station. Let's find out, please. That would be cool. I just need an outlet, people. Also, why are you calling me Andrew? I'm Jaeger. You know this. Sounds weird when you call me Andrew. Well, the yellow light's not on, that's good. So that means I still have over 15%. When that comes on, that's when I know I need to stop and find somewhere. Oh, Ludington is beautiful. I love that city. Oh, you watched the last one. That's cool. Thank you, bud. No, Ludington is a wonderful area. I mean, honestly, pretty much everything along Lake Michigan. Honestly, if I ever do the full trip down from here to Kalamazoo on my wheel, it would be down the Blue Star Highway, so I'd end up probably passing through Ludington, that sort of area. Like I said earlier, the only issue is you got to stop every 10 miles at the most and charge it for an hour and a half and then get back on the road. So it would be a multi-day trip, but I'd gladly do it. I think that'd be fun. Maybe bring along my brother. He's got an e-bike. He's got about the same range as me, so we could just make a whole week of it and just ride the coastline of Michigan. And we could come up and say hi to you, perhaps. Maybe next year. Honestly, by then I could buy a better, newer OneWheel. Bit more range, better speed, because he can go a lot faster than me on his e-bike. You can get up to about 20, 30 miles an hour. I can only go maybe 15 if I really push it, which I don't like to do because I like my collarbones right where they are and I don't want them to break. Woo. How we doing? Okay, no yellow yet. That's good. I'm probably going to have to stop at the hotel and just charge there. They'll let me. I don't see why they'd have a problem with it. Well, let me get my motorcycle endorsement. I eventually probably could. My dad actually has a 1986 Honda Shadow. It's in pristine condition. I mean, it's a few months older than I am, and it looks like it just came off the showroom floor. And one day I'm really hoping that that thing goes to me, because I'd love to ride it. Used to go on bike rides with my dad, actually, when I was a kid. But no, if I did that, we'd definitely do a fun road trip. I'd love that. Or you could just ride up here, Cody, and I'll just sit on the back of your motorcycle. I don't care. No homo. Wow, I just said that on YouTube, on Facebook Live. Wow. You're good, dude. Wait, it pauses the video when you comment? What the shit is that? That's dumb. YouTube doesn't do that. Yeah, again, everybody watching, just look at all of the trees that have had to have been cut down and removed from these trails. It's crazy what happened up here. Oh, but that's so pretty. Okay, I'm on yellow. That means I need to find somewhere soon. Ooh, 86 Shadow, nice. All right, guys, I'm gonna pause the video for now. I need to get off this trail and figure out where to charge because we're getting close. So I'll be back on soon. Love you guys. All right, so first time just about running out of battery. I got almost to the American. Didn't quite make it. I was down to 4%, but luckily I found this little outlet here on the outside of a self-storage unit or building, whatever you call it, center here. So I'm just going to plug that in for maybe 15 minutes at least. Give me enough to get to the American. Then I'll sit inside there and get warm and charge it the rest of the way to get into town. But we're making it. I told myself I was not going to call someone to come and pick me up. I'm going to do this on my own. And this is what happens when you do something like this. You have to be resourceful and figure out exactly what you're going to do. And I did, and we're going to make it work. So many buildings always have outlets somewhere, gas stations, apparently self-storage units, whatever. But so we're going to sit tight, and we'll be back on the road pretty soon. All right, well, we're back on the road after probably a good I don't know, 40 minutes of charging, getting up to enough that I think I can get downtown. Beautiful little park near the beach. Definitely a little more charging than I expected on the trip, but I don't mind that. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hop back on and do some live streaming here in a moment. So yeah, we're doing good. All right. Okay, so I am probably a good 4-ish miles into it. It hasn't been bad at all, except for some of those little climbs around the fallen trails. But I got this cool little bridge I thought you guys might like to see. Never been through here. Ooh, listen to that sound. I like that. There you go. So you guys just saw that, a little bit of a live stream that I did on Facebook for some of my friends. I thought that might be a fun way to get some interaction. My old theater teacher, Mr. Cooper, popped in. That was wonderful to see. My brother stopped to say hi for a sec. One of my local friends and my cousin. So we'll have some more of that interspersed into this video, but so far, smooth sailing. Again, these trails are very well taken care of, and outside of just the random buildings, when you are by the lake, it is still a fantastic view. We'll be getting more of that coming up, I think, as we get closer to Charlevoix. It'll move around towards the shore a bit, and then we'll just go through downtown back home. But stop to grab a quick lunch at a gas station, some hot dogs. That's for you, Anna, if you watch this. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. We're just rolling. All right, folks. So I made it back to Charlevoix. Yeah, that was a fun trip. I'm probably going to have to stop one more time to charge up just enough to get home. That's going to be at the band shell downtown. That's not too bad. But I made it safe and sound. Didn't have to be on the highway at all. The trails were perfect. So, welcome back home. It was a fun trip. It was something I've never tried before, and I'm happy I did. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you for everybody that joined in on my Facebook Live videos, which I will be including on here. But it was fun. And here we go. We're about to cross the bridge. All right, I made it back, everybody. I don't know who's going to watch this one. I'm really happy I had a few people watching on some of the previous ones. Back in downtown Charlevoix, just charging her up a little bit more so I make sure I have enough battery to get home. It went pretty well. Didn't expect to have to charge that much, but I guess with the trail going up and down, I mean, that dealt with the battery, and I probably hit close to 20 miles in that one run. So that was interesting, but found some good spots. It was actually, what's that? It was a lot of fun. It's a beautiful, beautiful drive from here to Petoskey. That was something I'm really happy I did. It took longer than I expected. I left at about 10 minutes to 10, so 9:40, 9:45, 9:48 when Andy went to work, and then just rode. And I've had to stop and charge for a little while, stop, grab some lunch, but I had a lot of fun. It was an absolutely gorgeous view. A few little bits I had to try to navigate through. I knew the storms here were that bad, but I didn't expect a good, probably 100-foot chunk of a trail to just fall down the cliff towards the lake. That was crazy. But we made it through. It was nice. My feet are still in good condition. Definitely put my wheel through its paces. That was a lot of fun. But I got back into town, back into familiar territory, so I'm just charging her up just a few more minutes to make sure that I can get home. But yeah, that was my day. That was a little over 4 hours ago that I started, and I'm finally back home. So what, 20 miles in 4 hours? But it was worth it. I had a lot of fun. So yeah, you all take care. And next, on my next big trip, I'll do this again, and we'll have to see what happens. And all right, so I am back home, everybody. Took a nice shower. All my hair is going to disappear tomorrow. Finally getting a summer haircut. It's about time. It's been too long. Nice, freshly shaven. Definitely different than at the beginning of the video. But I'm back home. Had dinner. Now I'm just relaxing with my puppy. Say hi, Dallas. If y'all haven't met him before, that's my dog, Dallas. Yeah, it was quite an adventure today. A few little treks through some dicey spots where the trail apparently just got washed away. Charging my wheel in random spots wherever I could on the way. It took about 5 hours to get home, and I went about 20 miles. So definitely made me really think about doing a full trip downstate. That would have been a lot. That's something that would need a lot more planning and a lot of time, places to stay, several days for sure. But so it's not off the table, not doing it this year, but either way, it was a wonderful way to start my day. I'm definitely tired, but it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There were some great views of northern Michigan. The trails are fantastic. And it was just something different. Figured why not share it with all you folks. So hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to do more this summer. Going to have a bit more time off to be able to actually film and come up with some ideas. Keep an eye out, and we're definitely going to be putting out some more content. So again, thank you all. If you haven't already, as I always say, like and subscribe. Our tiny little channel still has fun things to come out, It's growing a little bit every single day, just a little bit. Nice little hobby. So thank you all for your support. Thank you for watching. You learned maybe something a little new, or just enjoyed a nice trek through northern Michigan. So I've been Andrew. I'll see you soon. Take care.